Something massive is happening in the crypto world. After years of crashes, panic, and endless predictions, Bitcoin is back, and this time, it feels different. Across the United States, from Wall Street veterans to college students, everyone is talking about it. But this isn't just another hype cycle. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about money, power, and control. For years, traditional finance laughed at Bitcoin. They called it slow, unstable, and risky. But now, those same institutions are jumping on board. In 2025, major American banks, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, JP Morgan, have started holding Bitcoin as part of their reserve assets. It's no longer a niche idea. It is a necessity for survival in an economy where inflation is real and trust in centralized systems is fading. Let's rewind for a moment. Back in 2022, Bitcoin crashed below $20,000. The media declared the end of crypto. Celebrities ran for the hills and regulators stepped in. People sold in a panic, thinking the dream was over. But while the headlines screamed collapse, something incredible was happening in silence. Developers kept building, engineers improved the blockchain, and the true believers quietly kept accumulating, waiting for the world to catch up. By 2024, whispers of a rebound began. AI-powered trading models predicted a recovery, and retail investors started to return. But this time, the big players led the charge. Institutions began buying billions in Bitcoin. Why? Because in an uncertain world, digital scarcity is more powerful than printed promises. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. No government can create more. And that simple fact has changed everything. Fast forward to 2025. Bitcoin has crossed $100,000 again, but this time, nobody's laughing. They're watching. They're analyzing. They're beginning to understand that Bitcoin isn't just about getting rich. It's about independence. It's about owning something the government can't freeze, the banks can't touch, and inflation can't destroy. In America, that message is resonating louder than ever. This country has always been about freedom. And what's more American than controlling your own money? Bitcoin has become a symbol of that freedom, a digital form of liberty for a digital generation. Gen Z investors are now leading the charge. They don't trust the old systems. They've seen banks fail and currencies devalue overnight. They want something that doesn't lie, doesn't ask for permission, and doesn't change the rules mid-game. For them, that's Bitcoin. Meanwhile, the technology itself has evolved. Layer 2 solutions like the Lightning Network now make transactions instant and practically free. AI has integrated with blockchain systems to predict network demand, improve energy efficiency, and streamline transaction flows. In 2025, Bitcoin isn't just money, it's infrastructure. Entire financial platforms are being built on it. DeFi, or decentralized finance, is no longer a buzzword. It's a thriving industry where people borrow, lend, and earn interest without ever needing a traditional bank. The government tried to resist at first. Regulators called it dangerous and warned it would destabilize the economy. But when millions of Americans started using Bitcoin to protect their savings, the regulators had to adapt. In 2025, the US finally released a clear crypto tax framework. It was a turning point, because recognition is the first step toward acceptance. Now Bitcoin ATMs are popping up everywhere. Small towns in Texas, Florida, and California are using Bitcoin in daily business. Restaurants accept crypto payments, and real estate agents are closing deals with blockchain contracts. The future isn't coming. It's already here. But what's truly fascinating is the powerful connection between AI and Bitcoin. Artificial intelligence has become the brain of the modern crypto world. AI trading bots analyze millions of market patterns every second, predicting price movements with incredible accuracy. AI systems also manage decentralized networks, helping to reduce fraud, optimize energy, and increase trust. Together, AI and Bitcoin form a self-sustaining loop. One provides the logic, the other provides the value. They are shaping a new kind of digital civilization. Of course, there are still critics who call Bitcoin a bubble or a fad. But remember, every great innovation has faced doubt. People said the internet was a fad. They said smartphones were unnecessary. They said electric cars would never replace gasoline. And yet, here we are. The same story is unfolding with Bitcoin. Resistance, mockery, adoption, and then dominance. It's inevitable because it solves a fundamental problem: trust. In a world of political instability and economic uncertainty, trust is the rarest currency of all. In 2025, new laws are redefining finance in America. Bitcoin transactions are being used to pay salaries, buy homes, and fund startups. Even traditional banks are offering crypto accounts. At first, they resisted. Now they're competing because their customers demand it. The market always adapts to what people want, and people want control. Meanwhile, countries around the world are watching. Japan has legalized more Bitcoin exchanges. The EU has created regulatory frameworks to support digital assets. And developing nations are using Bitcoin to escape the instability of their local currencies. America's decision to lead this movement has given others the confidence to follow. Even Bitcoin mining has transformed. Once criticized for its energy use, it's now driving the renewable revolution. In Texas and Wyoming, massive mining farms run entirely on solar and wind power. Instead of draining resources, mining is helping to stabilize energy grids and create jobs. Clean energy and digital money are working together to power the new economy. And that's just the beginning. Smart contracts are automating everything from real estate to healthcare billing. Artists are selling their digital work directly to fans through blockchain marketplaces. AI-powered crypto systems are predicting inflation trends better than central banks ever could. Bitcoin is no longer just a coin. It's the backbone of a smarter, freer, faster economy. But with every revolution comes responsibility. Crypto security is stronger than ever, but scams still exist. That's why education is crucial. In schools and universities, financial literacy programs now include Bitcoin basics. The next generation isn't just learning how to earn money, they're relearning how to own and protect it. As we move deeper into 2025, the lines between physical and digital money continue to blur. You might not even realize it, but soon your paycheck, your mortgage, and your retirement plan could all be powered by blockchain technology. This is how revolutions spread, not with a bang, but through quiet, seamless integration. Experts predict that over 1 billion people will use Bitcoin or related systems within the next 5 years. Not because it's trendy, but because it's practical. It's faster, fairer, and borderless. That's the true magic. It gives everyone, everywhere, a chance to participate. Bitcoin isn't perfect, but it is powerful. It doesn't need your belief to exist. It doesn't need government approval to function. It just keeps running, block after block, proving that financial freedom can be a reality. Perhaps that's why so many Americans are drawn to it. It represents the very ideals this country was built on: freedom, independence, and self-reliance. Bitcoin is the digital frontier of those same values. It's a modern gold rush, but instead of digging in the earth, we're mining the future. As 2025 unfolds, we're not just watching a price chart rise. We are watching history being written in real time. This is the rebirth of money, the evolution of trust, and the moment humanity starts taking control back from centralized power. So whether you're an investor, a skeptic, or just curious about what's next, pay attention. Because Bitcoin isn't just changing how we buy and sell. It is changing what we believe about value itself. The comeback is here. And this time, it's not a trend. It's a revolution. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated. See you in the next one.